In this video, I'm going to be ranking the top 10 must-have budget cards right now in NBA 2K23 Myteam. These are going to be budget cards I think you guys should have on your budget squads, and some even on your main teams as well. If you guys have more expensive squads, there's still going to be some pretty good options that can play on top level teams, and I'll be going over must-have budget cards for different price ranges. Maybe some must-have cheaper budget options about 5 to 10k, maybe some more expensive budget options like 15, 20, 25, 30k, and then also at different positions. So this isn't going to be a top 10 budget card list where I'm ranking them in order, and these are not the top 10 best budget cards. There is some top 10 budget cards in here for sure, but these are just going to be at different price points, so you guys can see right now what are the top 10 best budget cards to be getting and adding to your squad for different price ranges and also different prices. So the first card I want to talk about, once again not ranked in order, is going to be Dark Matter Josh Smith. Surprisingly enough, this card's actually under 10k, so he's going to be a super cheap budget card. He's 6'9" at small forward, 7-foot wingspan, and you can make a legit argument for Josh Smith being a top 5 small forward. Do I personally think he's a top 5 small forward? I don't know, it's really close. I mean, he's so good at small forward. I would say he's definitely in the top 10 for sure. His stats and his badges are super well rounded. I love his jump shot with the De'Aaron Fox base, the Tim Duncan upper on very quick timing. I actually really do like that jump shot. I feel like it's really quick, so you do have to get used to it, but I feel like once you get used to it, it's pretty easy to agree with. He's also got the Trey fade, DeMar size up, John Wall escape, Zach LaVine behind the back. He's got amazing dunk packages with the quick drops off one and the front clutches, and he's also got pretty much perfect defensive tendencies, all at a 95. So Josh Smith for sure is a must-have budget card in the game and can also play on a lot of great teams, some of the most expensive squads. I think Josh Smith is that elite at the small forward position. For the next budget card is going to be a lot more expensive, and that's going to be the Dark Matter Lauri Markkanen, another small forward budget option, but he's going to be on the more expensive side, 20 to 25k, but he's a 7-foot small forward, 7'4" wingspan. He's maybe not going to be as well rounded as Josh Smith. He might not have as good of a jump shot. He might have as good a dribble sigs, very similar sigs wise, but I do think this card he's going to make up for with his player model, his size, his height, his wingspan. I mean, to have a 7-foot small forward that can shoot the 3 ball really well, defend at a super high level, have quick drops off one, have front clutches, pretty solid defensive tendencies. I think Lauri Markkanen definitely a must-have budget card currently in my team. Going on to some more expensive budget cards here, going to be Galley Simple Marc Gasol. He's about 20k, but I do think he's a must-have budget option for a center or power forward, because there's not really too many great budget power forwards and centers, bigs in the game. He's 7'1" though, 7'4" wingspan, and the thing I really like about Marc Gasol is he can do everything at a super high level. There's not really a big flaw with Marc Gasol. He can defend super well, 92 block, 92 perimeter, 98 interior defense. He's got Hall of Fame anchor, brick wall, interceptor, post lockdown, rebound chaser. He also can knock down threes at a super high level with a great jump shot. He's pretty quick, 90 speed, 90 acceleration, and just all around, he can pretty much do everything on the court at a super high level. Going on to another expensive budget card, but I do think a must-have budget card on your budget teams, and that's going to be Dark Matter Draymond. Yes, he's a little bit more expensive, about 20 to 25k, but I think he's super dominant at the point guard position. He's 6'7" at the 1, 7'1" wingspan. He's got a great player model for a point guard, and his defense is going to be off the charts with a 95 block, 98 steal, 97 perimeter, 97 interior defense. He's got every single Hall of Fame defensive badge in the game. He's got pretty much perfect defensive tendencies. Yes, his jump shot isn't the greatest, but I think it's serviceable, and he really makes up for it with his defense, his dribble sigs, his athleticism, his ability to get to the basket, his playmaking. Everything about this card is super elite besides his jump shot, and I do think if you're looking for a budget point guard, Draymond going to be one of the best in the game. Going to some more like cheaper budget options is going to be Galley Simple Brian Scalabrini. A card that's only about 5 to 10k. Since those Hero Super Packs dropped, he went down a ton in price. He was like 30 to 40k consistently, like he wasn't even a budget card, and then they dropped those Hero Super Packs on Tuesday, basically a week from tomorrow. They dropped those super packs a week ago around, and he went down to all the way 5,000 MT. I think he's gone back up a little bit. He might be around 10,000 MT, but he's still going to be an elite level small forward, 6'9" at that small forward position. I've always said about Brian Scalabrini, he's pretty much a perfect small forward, no real big flaws. He's athletic, great at going to the basket, really well-rounded defender. He's got almost perfect defensive tendencies. He's got a great jump shot with the Montrezl Harrell base, the Trae Young upper on very quick timing. He's got the best dribble six in the game with the Steve Francis size up, the Trae escape, Dame behind the back. He's got quick drops off one. He's got front clutches. I mean, there's no real flaws with Brian Scalabrini at that small forward position. Another cheaper budget option that I do think is a must-have, card for some budget squads is going to be Dark Matter OG. There's not too many great budget shooting guard options. There's a lot of small forwards with Josh Smith, Larry Markkinen. There's a couple good point guards, a couple good small forwards. I think I just deleted Marc Gasol there. I just exit out of his page. But yeah, I do think OG Anunoby, definitely a must-have budget shooting guard. He's 6'7" at the 2, 7'2" wingspan. You can find this card for only about 5 to 10,000 MT. He's going to give you elite level defense, 98 block, 97 steal, 97 lateral quickness, 97 perimeter, 95 interior defense. Great Hall of Fame defensive badges. He's got an elite level jump shot. I still think that release is really good in the catch and shoot on very quick timing. He's got some pretty good dribble sigs with the D-Mitch size up, the Trae escape, Dame behind the back. He's got quick drops off one. He does have front clutches and 99 in every single defensive tendency. So OG, I think, is super underrated at shooting guard, and I think one of the must-have budget cards currently in the game. Onto another cheaper option from the hero set is going to be Hirohito Turkulu. Same kind of situation happened with Brian Scalabrini. Did happen also with the Hirohito Turkulu. Because of those hero super packs, he was about 40-50k, and then he dropped below 10,000 MT on Tuesday and Wednesday. I think he's probably still around that 10 to 15k price range, and him and Draymond, I think, are easily the two best budget point guards that I do think you guys need to have on your squad. For budget teams, he's 6'10" at point guard, 6'11" wingspan, still has that elite level jump shot with the John Stockton base, the Trae Young upper on very quick timing. He's got pretty good dribble sigs with the Kyle Lowry size up, the Curry escape, Trae behind the back. He's got front clutches, and since he's 6'10" at point guard, he's going to play some solid defense. I also do think Lance Stevenson is another really good budget option for that point guard position. Maybe not as good as Hirohito Turkulu or Draymond Green, but if you don't like Draymond's jump shot and you want to use a card that's similar to Draymond but has a way better jump shot, I think Lance Stevenson is a very similar card to Draymond, except the fact that he's 2 inches shorter, right? He's only 6'5", but he does have an elite level player model. I think he's got a way better jump shot than Draymond. He's got just as good of dribble sigs. I think he plays just good of defense. They're very similar point guard cards, so I do think Lance going to be a much cheaper option compared to Draymond as well. Lance only about 5 to 10k, where Draymond's going to be more. Actually, I think Lance is about 10k, and Draymond's going to be more in the 20-25k range. Another must-have budget card is going to be Brook Lopez, just for the sole fact that he's one of the only budget centers in the game, because Marc Gasol is more of a power forward. But Brook Lopez, 7'1" at the 5, 7'5" wingspan, a great player model. He's got super good defensive animations. He's also got a 97 block, 94 steal, 90 perimeter, 96 interior defense. He's got tons of good Hall of Fame defensive badges. His speed can be upgraded if you do have a good pace and space coach. For example, you have a Jack Vaughn, you can get his speed up to a 21 to a 91, and then if you also give him a +4 shoe boost, you can get that up to a 95 speed. So I'm not really too worried about his speed. He's got a great jump shot with the Bielitsa base, Brook Lopez upper on very quick timing. I think Brook Lopez is easily a must-have budget card, maybe a little bit more on the expensive side. And then to round out the top 10, another super cheap hero budget card, just alongside Brian Scalabrini and Hirohito Turkulu, is going to be Galliso Thurl Bailey, a really good two-way card. He can play defense at small forward and power forward. He's 6'11", 7-foot wingspan, so he's got great versatility, and I do think he's also got a pretty good jump shot with the Tobias Harris base, the Cedi Osman upper on very quick timing, and some pretty solid dribble sigs. So yeah, guys, that's gonna round out my top 10 must-have budget cards currently in the game. Let me know in the comment section down below maybe some other budget options I missed in this top 10. Obviously, there's tons and tons more great budget cards in the game, but in my opinion, if you guys are looking for some top tier budget cards, these are going to be the ones that I would definitely look to at least try out, and these are the ones that I'd recommend adding to your guys' budget squads. But hopefully you guys did enjoy and the video did help you guys out, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.